Good morning, viewers. Come back to me, Alma Maulida, on Smart News. A teacher in Malang, East Java Province, was found dead in his alongside his wife and one of her twin girls. The police suspected that the problems causing the family to commit suicide. They were found on Tuesday, 12 December 2023. One of the children, a middle school student, found their bodies in morning. The three victims were at that time sleeping in one room. On Tuesday morning, one of the twins woke up too late to perform morning prayer. And then she tried to wake up her parents in their morning. She found her father with a severe wound on his wrist and she called the neighbors for help. The father was taken to hospital but passed away. Her mother and twin sister were found with poisons near their bodies. Police suspected that the problems was the motive after questioning several people, including a local neighbors leader, the surviving victim. Before the incident, the teacher initial VA was trying to borrow money. Head of the criminal investigation unit from Malang Resort Police, Ganda Syah Hidayat, said that some witnesses whom we questioned have given information that during the previous few occasions the father had pleaded, asked for help, and to borrow some money. Stay tuned for the next update. I am Alma Maulida Hayati. Good morning and goodbye. Ulang, Miss.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Aristar. I want to bring news about TV station in Ecuador attacked by armed group will on air. A group of armed people stopped the television station studio in Ecuador on Tuesday, 9 January local time. The raid occurred while the crew was doing a live broadcast. According to AFP, the gunmen took several journalists and television crew hostage. The live broadcast continued without interruption, even though the lights around the shooting location went out. ATC journalists informed AFP via WhatsApp message. The incident occurred when the new president of Ecuador, Daniel Noboa, was worried about the escape of one his country's most famous gangster from prison. He is Jose Adolfo Macias, or known as Vito. Noboa declared a national emergency situation for 16 days on Monday, 8 January, including the implementation of a curfew is response. The gangster took everyone, police officer hostage, and released a video. One of the hostage was forced to read a message addressed to Noboa. And the audience, that's news for this morning. I am Aristar Elia Martina Baban. I need permission to leave. Thank you for being together for a few moments. Have a good activity and see you next time.
Good morning, viewers. Regarding information, we are back on the status of your activities. With me, Hasbi Maulana, who will provide the latest and most up-to-date news. 24 January 2024. The Brin Artifices building in Bogor was completely destroyed by a tornado, and several trees along the road were even uprooted. A tornado during heavy rain that hit seen this afternoon destroyed the Brin building in Upper Bogor Regions. The video calculation show the windows of the building broken at the top. Jabodetabek weather forecast today. Rain day night. The voice in the video stated that the broken glass and building material to be scattered in the years near Valley Street. Apart from damaging the Brin building, the tornado also caused dozens of trees to fall on the access road connected Bogor Regions and South Tangerang City. The roof of a number of houses in the Grand Evidence Dega housing complex were also reported to have been damaged by the wind. That's all the news we can convey today. I, Hasbi Maulana, presentasi of SCTV Convert. Thank you.
Good afternoon, viewers. Meet again with me, Kike Amelia Putri, on the Wednesday, 31st of December 2023 edition of Seputar News to present the most up-to-date and reliable news that we summarize in Seputar News afternoon. More than 5,000 joint forces are deployed to guard the New Year's Eve 2023 Jakarta. The security will be contracted on the Sudirman and Tamrin Road. The main stage in Jakarta is location at Bundaran HI. The spokesperson of Jakarta Metropolis, Brigadier General Truyudo Wisnu Andiko, said 3,670 forces to guard Jakarta, among them 3,963 from the police, 1,219 from the military, and 488 personnel from the government of the capital, Jakarta. They will guard and security around the main stage at Bundaran HI and 12 other entertainment stage and also prevent drug dealing and alcohol party. The police are so closing of several routes to Jakarta area in order to prevent to convoy of several buses coming in and disrupting the traffic. Jakarta is surrounded by satellite cities such as Bogor, Depok, and Tangerang City. Meanwhile, the local for Satpol PP of Jakarta Provinsi are sending 1,640 personnel to guard the celebration of New Year's 2024 in Jakarta. Around 930 of them will guard the youth-oriented pacifist and Sudirman Tamrin. 360 personnel are spreading all around Jakarta, and another 350 personnel will protect the public space on 1st January 2024. Satpol PP Saitil will the law break and anti-festive against the coming of the small independent seller and neither of social welfare services, which are up homes for among other street food sellers and brigade level Stay tuned for the next update. I am Kiki Amelia Putri. Good afternoon. Goodbye.
Good morning, viewers. Meet again with me, Dos Maria, in the Wednesday, 31 of January 2024 edition of Breaking News to describe to the most up-to-date and trustworthy news which we summarize in Breaking News this morning. The news right now is children trapped in car for 50 hours after crash in Western Australia that killed parents. A 5-year-old girl saved her younger brother's life after a Christmas Day crash that killed their parents and left them trapped inside their vehicle for more than 2 days. Jake, 28 years old, and Cindy Bedrock, 25 years old, died after their four-wheel drive left the route and rolled about 10 kilometers from their hometown of Condinim in country Western Australia. Jake Dane and Cindy Bedrock were found dead in their vehicle after it crashed on a country road. 3 children found alive after car crash that killed parents. The couple had driven to 200 kilometers from the North Dam. When at about 1 a.m. on Sunday, the family Land Rover left the road and flipped onto its roof in Blueshand. Their 3 children who survived the accident but were trapped in the upturned vehicle with their dead parents were not found until about midday. On Tuesday, Day's cousin, Michael Reed, told reporters the couple's daughter had saved her younger brother's life during their ordeal. The 5-year-old became unstuck in the vehicle and she then got the 1-year-old out of the car seat when they were stuck in the car for the 55 hours in 30-degree heat, he said on Wednesday. That is what I'm reporting at this time. Dos Maria and the entire crew on duty have resigned. Thank you, good morning, and see you again.
Good afternoon, viewers. Come back with me, Zulfikar Chandra, on CBS Evening News on 24 of January 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, hundreds of stalls in the emergency market, which were set up by the Banyumas district government in the West Purwokerto area, caught fire. The fire quickly spread because the buildings were dominated by wooden materials. Around 300 stalls in the emergency market in West Purwokerto, Banyumas, Central Java have been on fire since Sunday night. A number of fire engines belong to the Banyumas district government were dispatched to the location to extinguish the fire. As of 4 o'clock a.m., firefighters are still trying to extinguish the fire, assisted by local residents. That's the news for this evening. Stay tuned for the next update on CBS Evening News in an hour. I am Zulfikar Chandra. Good night and goodbye.
Good evening. Meet again with me, Rido Ardiguna. Will provide story about the role of football in only Mola TV. This time I will give sad news to the world of football. Bayern Munich wants to pay their last respect to their legend Franz Beckenbauer. Their rotten will prepare a special funeral event for Der Kaiser. Beckenbauer, legend for Bayern Munich, died on Sunday, 7 January 2024. The German football legend died at the age of 78. Bayern Munich is deeply saddened by the death of Beckenbauer. The Bundesliga giant lost a figure who had brought 14 titles, including 4 German league titles and 3 Champions Cup trophies, to their club in the 1960s and 1970s. Not only did he excel as a player, Franz Beckenbauer also excelled as a coach. He coached Bayern Munich in 1993 until 1994 and 1996 with 1 Bundesliga title and UEFA Cup. Bayern Munich display like reading Dank France at Allianz Arena every evening during the week of mourning. Special lightning light will also be visible on Friday, 12 January evening local time when Bayern hosts Hoffenheim. Thank you for listening. Breaking news this evening. I am Rido Ardiguna from Bola TV. See you in the next week.
Hello, good morning ladies and gentlemen. We are back on the sidelines of your activities. With me, Muhammad Jawan Jaki Pratama from What's Up Today. We will provide the latest and most up-to-date news. 31 January 2024. It's time for your viewers to say goodbye analog TV and welcome to digital TV. According to Budi Aristiadi, the Ministry of Communication and Information Kominfo will stop analog TV broadcast or analog switch off ASO on Wednesday, 2nd November 2020 until this news is published in the countdown on the official Kominfo website. They will start to kill analog TV broadcast at midnight for the Jabotabek area. Law number 11 2024 concerning job creation mandates the cessation of analog broadcasting and migration to digital broadcasting. Article 72 number 8 insert Article 60A of the Broadcasting Law for the reason the role of the set-top box is vital for society. Stay tuned for the next update on What's Up Today. I Jahwan Jaki, good morning and goodbye.
Hello, good morning. New Arts with BNB News. 31 of January 2024, which will offer the last month's update around the world in me, Dijkitomi. In other bit client of the bits of Cibuntun Logi in Sukabumi Regency. You group from Bandung is ignite a debate after the local government was offended by the group description of the beats. The Pandawara group calls the beats as the fourth disrespect beats in Indonesia. But the local gov of discrimination and the students to take legal steps. Famous for pretending this attention that likes to improve voluntarily. The Pandawara group has properly attracted the attention of international figures, including Nice Daily, social media personality Mr. Beast. Are you among the followers adding to with the spread affiliate of the content? With Thai we reach every video Thai release gets significant attention and spark head discussion One the video saw the group putting up saying, "Welcome to fourth most polling beach in Indonesia at Cibuntun Lodging Beach within local in Sangrawayang Village Simpanet District Sukabumi Regency." This video description invite all the current Sukabumi residents to take part in a 2-day clean-up event scheduled for the 6th and 7th of October. This video action in often the parts of care about in informant. Well, the last update from Sukabumi as the of today edition. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Good morning viewers, come back to me Gabriel Davintoro on BBC News. Indonesia, represented by the EVOS Legend Esports team, success in winning world title Mobile Legends M1 World Championship, which took place the Axiata Arena Kuala Lumpur, November 11, 2019. EVOS become champion after defeat another Indonesia team esport, namely RRQ or Rex Regum Keon with a narrow score 4-3 in the best of 7 grand final. This also proved the strengths of Merah Putih in Mobile Legends Bang Bang tournament. In the first game, RRQ had the heroes Valir, Harit, Hylos, Granger, and Chow, while the EVOS team chose Grok, Masya, Lolita, Lilia, and Zax. The match straight tight, but EVOS managed to sheet first blood and the RRQ team secured the first game. In the second game, EVOS approach feature causing RRQ to lose their rhythm and managed to spill first blood in 35 seconds. It didn't take long for RRQ to clear turret after turret until they managed to destroy the crystal the 13 minutes, the equals to score at 1-1. In the third game, RRQ was again ahead 2-1. Likewise, in the fourth game, the White Tiger team had to lose after being decided by the King. RRQ also managed to widen the gap to 3-1. The fifth game will determine whether RRQ wins the title or EVOS still point one. However, the White Tiger managed to break RRQ hope of reducing the gap to 3-2. In the sixth game, both teams prefer to play it safe. Even though RRQ created first blood, EVOS was able to provide the return kill. Until the 16 minutes, RRQ was unable to stem the continuous attack from EVOS Legend. The score was tied at 3-3, so both teams had to continue the full match in the best of 7 M1 final. The seventh game will determine who win the M1 World Champion title. Not wanting to linger, EVOS stepped on the gas to knock out the turret in the 7 minutes. Due to the result, EVOS Legend was crowned champion in the Mobile Legends World Championship. Stay tuned for the next update. I'm Gabriel. Good morning and thank you.
Good morning viewers, come back with me Denisa Prulia on Smart News. Rohingya advocacy increasing rejection in Aceh province, including from college students. Since November, there have been more than 1,000 Rohingya refugees arriving in the Sharia province. On Wednesday, 27 December 2023, the students commit a banner saying "Reject Rohingya" in front of the regional parliament in Aceh. The rally was joined from several universities, including Abu Dhabi University, Bina Bangsa Getsen Pena University, and Muhammadiyah University. The students argued that the condition in Indonesia is already difficult without the influx of the refugees from Rohingya. In the previous years, people of Aceh were more welcoming toward Rohingya, who are also Muslims. However, there have been complaints about their behaviors in the province. Last week, local citizens of PD Regency in Aceh surrounded the tents of Rohingya people and demanded they have to be relocated. On the other hand, some Rohingya refugees declared hunger strike and demanded for accommodation. The Indonesian government has been investigating the suspected human trafficking that brought the Rohingya people from Indonesia. Police said they have detected human smuggling case, but not human trafficking. At least one Indonesian man has been arrested. Rohingya people were persecuted in Myanmar, a member of ASEAN country, and they were relocated to Bangladesh. ASEAN was incapable of stopping the persecution in Myanmar. Currently, Myanmar is under the control of the military junta after the 2021 military coup. ASEAN is likewise inept in stopping the violence under the junta government until China stepped in and established a ceasefire between the junta and militants. Stay tuned for the next update. I'm Denisa Aprilia. Good morning and goodbye.
Good morning viewers, come back to me Aidil Fitra on CNN Indonesia. Regional police check allegation of alcohol party before volume. Semarang, CNN Indonesia, the Central Java Regional Police will investigate allegation of drinking party. Prior to the incident of a box of Ganjar Mahfud volunteered by army officer in Boyolali some time ago. The statement was made by Central Java Regional Police Chief Inspector General Ahmad Lufi in response to information to the Boyolali Police regarding the alleged drinking or chill party on December 13, 2023. This information is based on video recording broadcast on social media. Lutfi at the Central Java Regional Police Headquarters Semarang Tuesday 2023 said that we will coordinate with POM Lutfi MPZ that anyone who disturbs public order or violates the law will be dealt with firmly. He emphasized that the current election campaign period in no exception. Therefore, he hopes that the success team, winning team, and political parties and candidates participating in the 2024 election will participate in maintaining public order, comfort, and peace in society. The two-star general said that we will not only communicate matters relating to violation of law and public order to the public, but also the election contestant. So in political contestation, there will be an open campaign when they carry out an STTP or permit. In the case of an open campaign, we will make an agreement. Stay tuned for the next update. I'm Aidil. Good morning and thank you.
Good afternoon, viewers. I will bring news this afternoon. Route is dozens of houses in the last village, Air Gegas District, South Bangka Regency, Bangka Belitung Island. Flooding also caused traffic flow to become obstructed. As broadcast by CNC, Thursday, 18th of July 2017. At least 47 residential units were submerged due to the river channel overflowing after heavy rain. The flood originating from this river channel overflowed, hitting dozens of houses in the surrounding areas with water depth reaching 80 centimeters. Flooding has hampered traffic flow. Seeing this condition, the police, assisted by local residents, built barricades to guide passing vessels so they would not get trapped in the middle of puddle of water. That's all from me, Ahmad Radi from 6 Afternoon Coverage. Stay safe and goodbye.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on the calendar of your activities. With me, Rehanur Hakim from WhatsApp. Today, we will profit the latest and most up-to-date news 23 January 2024. I'm a traffic rider with me, the Intiles OHA, was flooded by Adam truck on Highway Rawabuntu. Sepang on Wednesday, 31 of January 2024. Head of the public information, subsection of the South Tangerang Police, Ibda Bayu, said the accident occurred at around 5:30 o'clock. Initial OHA will, after trying to avoid a gaping hole on the left side of the road. At the same time, Adam truck driven by a man with the initials J simply ran over the motorbike and the victim. According to the victim, lost control and fell and was crushed by the left middle west of the dump truck that was passing in the same direction. Wednesday, as a result, the motorbike rider who worked as teacher did at the scan the victim body was evacuated to the Tangerang Regency Regional General Hospital. Meanwhile, the fatal accident case is currently under investigation by the Tangsel Police Terrific Unit Gakum. Stay tuned for the next update on WhatsApp today. I Rehanur Hakim. Good morning and goodbye.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to meet you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Abi Aji Wijaya. This sunny morning, I will give you a little information about Bantul Police prohibit rabbit trains from operating on the highway. This was the result of the rabbit train from Bantul having an accident in Prambanan, Sleman, some time ago. The Bantul Police advised them not to force rabbit trains to operate on the highway. All this is to avoid unwanted incident, said head of public relations of the Bantul Police. Ibtu I. Nengah Jeffrey to Detik Jogja, Tuesday, November 21, 2023. Jeffrey said there were a number of reasons why rabbit trains were prohibited from operating on the highway. Among them are that the rabbit train does not have safety standards. There is no guarantee of safety for passengers, and it does not meet vehicle standards. The rabbit carriage also does not have converse on the sides, and there is no roadworthiness test, so it can endanger passengers, and there is no guarantee of safety, he said. And the rabbit train is also not included in the vehicle type. Effort is that if there are still rabbit trains operating on the highway, they will be given a warning if you are still stubborn. Action will be taken according to applicable regulations. The action is a verbal warning. There was one before, but we only received a verbal warning, he said. On the other hand, the police do not prohibit rabbit trains from operating in tourist attraction areas. This is because the scope of tourist attraction is limited and not as busy as on the main route. Rabbit trains are only allowed to operate at tourist attractions, he explained. Previously, a rabbit train rode over while transporting dozens of residents on Jalak, Gatak Sumberwatu, Bokoharjo, Prambanan, Sleman Sunday November 19 morning. The train was not strong when going up the road. A total of 8 people were injured. Luckily, there were no fatalities in that single accident. These are some of the things I can convey today to my friend. I apologize profusely if there are words or actions that I don't. Thank you.
Good afternoon, viewers. I'm Wisnu Senianto. I will bring you news about the Banten earthquake. The earthquake shock was felt strongly in number of areas in Sukabumi Regency, West Java. A number of residents in Pelabuhan Ratu screamed as they left their houses. Based on temporary information from the BMKG information application, the earthquake had a magnitude of 5.9 on Tuesday, 17 August 2023 at 11:29 p.m. Location of Muara Bingen, Banten, with a depth of 53 kilometers. Nita, a resident of Pelabuhan Ratu, admit the seat felt a shock for several seconds. Several loudspeakers from the competition event area commemorating August 17 also announced an earthquake, but fell shaking for a few seconds. Plus, there were takbir from the loudspeaker at the 17 range near my house. I was a bit panicked because the glass felt like it was shaking, he said Nita, a resident of Pelabuhan Ratu. The earthquake was also felt in number of other areas such as in Cibadak, Cisaat, and part of Simpenan and Cisolok subdistrict. Stay tuned. Breaking news update with me, Wisnu Senianto. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Now you are watching ABC World News with me, Muhammad Rizky, and this is the complete news. The status of Mount Marapi in West Sumatra has risen from level 2 alert to level 3 alert. Residents are asked not to do activities within 4.5 kilometer radius and connection with the activity level of Mount Marapi at the alert level. It is recommended people around Mount Marapi and Kalember, visitor or tourists, not enter or carry out activities within 4.5 kilometer area from the eruption center or Vierbeek crater Appel. The head of PVMBG, he said that Hendra Gunawan in a copy of the level increase notification letter as reported by Detik Sumut Tuesday, 9 January 2024 evening. Hendra also asked people who live around the valley and river that originate at the peak of Mount Marapi to always be aware of the potential and threat of lava dangers that can occur, especially during the rainy season. People who live around rivers that originate at the peak of Marapi should always be aware of the potential threat of lava that can occur, especially during the rainy season. He said, if as rain occurs, people are advised to use masks cover their nose and mouth
the avoid respiratory tract problem (RES) as other equipment to protect their eyes and skin. Apart from that, they are advised to secure clean water facility and clean the roof of their house from thick volcanic ash so that it didn't collapse, he said. He also asked all parties to maintain on a conducive atmosphere and society, not to spread false narrative hoax, and not to be provoked by issues whose source is unclear. So the latest update from West Sumatra as the end of today's edition. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Good morning viewers, come back with me Ari Saputra on Seputar iNews on 50 of January 2024. 19 years old youth from East Lampung region was arrested by the Bandar Lampung City Police for being involved in theft of a motorbike or theft. The man with the initial JI was arrested along with 11 perpetrators of the theft. They were present at the press conference to reveal the case at the Bandar Lampung. Police encountered Wednesday 9 of September. JI bluntly admitted the had committed 50 more than ounce, so forgetful. JI said the had been the perpetrator of theft since 2 years ago, when he was 17 years old. While in action, JI and his partner are still after. The victim motorbike that was successful forget was sold into the hand of a midlander in West Lampung for around 4 million at the new 40s morning. Stay tuned for the next update on Seputar iNews and Ari Saputra. Good morning and see you later.
Good morning viewers, come back with me Adi Muhammad on Net TV evening. Fire break out in apartment building, displacing several residents. A fire broke out in apartment building in the downtown area last night, displacing several residents. The fire department received a call at around 10 p.m. and arrived on the scene within minutes. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, but it is believed to have started in a third floor unit. No injuries were reported, but several residents were forced to evacuate the building. The Red Cross in providing assistance to those displaced by the fire. Stay tuned for the next update on Net TV in hour. I am Adi Muhammad. Good morning and goodbye.
Good morning viewers, back again with me Dapala Wisnu Fauzi on the evening of Waswat today. On 7th of February 2024, last night. On 7th of February 2024, precisely at 14 past 10 o'clock, a fire occurred in the Gria Jaya Bekasi housing complex. This unexpected incident happened to Mr. Andy family Their house was burned down by the Red Rooster. The cause of the fire is thought to be because the homeowner put a candle on a wooden cupboard. Luckily for the homeowner, the disaster did not result in any casualties. This is because when the fire occurred, Mr. Andy was attending a tahlilan at his neighbor's house. Meanwhile, his wife was also not at home because she was returning home. Even though three were not fatalities, this incident still result in material loss of up to 800 million rupiah. Stay tuned for the next update on WhatsApp today. I am Dapal Yusuf Fauzi. Good morning and goodbye.
Good afternoon, people. Back with me, Nur Safitri, in Hot News. This time, I will be delivering the news of to prevent forest fires in 2022. Australia prepares a special team. People in New South Wales, Australia, are asked to be alert during the 2022 dry season. The reason is in 2019 until 2020, this area was reduced by more than 16 million hectares due to forest fires. The cause of forest fires in Australia is suspicion of forest burning by certain individuals, which is reinforced by record high summer heat and drought. Apart from that, lightning strikes also have an effect. The number of victims who fell in the 2019 until 2020 fire incident was 451 people, with details of 34 people dying directly while the student died due to smoke inhalation. 41 firefighters were also injured. And that was the news for this morning. Follow the next update in Hot News 1 hour ahead. I am Nur Safitri. Good afternoon and see you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Absalom Junaidi from Detik Jabar. I will bring your news about the last net has just occurring Legerdin. The same that occurred in the Bogor Pomat area. Since Bogor Bison Police commencing Teguh Koso. Regulate the flooring, the tamping wheel area Saputa. The three subtain maggot to enter the school. What QBA theory about the fate Dallas come railing in the of SMK Bina Warga Bogor. Student and SUS MA 17 and SA 18. Forfeit false information and failed. On student Mat 14 24 3. Bismo had will investigation the two the last present now. The Bogor study police stadium. Convent to filling the school for failing during the fight the encounter at their inquiring about the tempering can at Pomat.
The SMK Bina Warga Bogor student them for about I think BAASRS Island to call the trio Highland Fat Bismo Maitin Day. They immediately run why after tiring fall school. Thanks all the news today for me. Absalom Junaidi.
Good morning everyone, my name is Ratu Sigara, I'm from Kompas TV. I will bring news traffic accident. A fuel truck lost control with speeding on the Banja Road Surabaya. And surprise serious accident, the truck crashed a motorcycle that come from the opposite direction and burned. And pedestrian who saw the accident said the fuel truck has been speeding the all students surveyed and he motorcycle who come from the front the 1st December 2014. This accident made the motorcycle rider was killed instantly after being hit by the truck while the truck driver suffered and serious injuries to the chest and head. 30 minutes after the accident, the police come to investigate the accident. After the investigation, they found the cause. The driver was sleepy with driving the truck in addition to the brake and did work, so he could control his truck and the victim. The current truck driver has been taken to Ibu Hospital to be treated. A woman identified as VD, age 44, was Rachel reported on the morning of student February 7, 2024, near the Central Park Mall in Lobby in West Jakarta City. The woman was murdered and was here live at the scene. Central Park is a popular mall in West Jakarta. It is located near famous private universities in the area include Trisakti Traumanegara, Krit Wacana, and Pradomulyo universities. We record a report of a resident murdered around 7 o'clock local time and unfortunately the victim did not survive. Tanjung Duren Police Commissioner Muharram Wibisono Adi Pradono on student as quote di antara the outreach actually identified and resident the cleaner as a 26 years old man with the initial AD registered after including the security and police successfully complete the report at resident. The surprise and is detailed and we are actually concluding thousand investigation and interaction, said Wibisono. The victim was known to be a resident of an apartment complex near Central Park, near the Lemon Mall Central Park lobby. She was on her way to work. This tragic incident occurred. The victim suffered neck injury is a result of being attacked with a cleaver
abroad by the assailant from his home, leading to her immediate damage at the skin. Stay tuned for the next update on Jakarta woman murdered in Central Park mall killer. All guilt suffered from mental disorder.
Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm from Mola TV. On the 7th February 2024, provide the latest news update about Real Madrid with me, Padu Nugroho. Real Madrid managed to become champions of the 2021 and 2022 Champions League. Los Blancos won it after beating Liverpool. Real Madrid 1 and Liverpool 0. Real Madrid is present at the Stade de France Sunday 29 May 2022 early morning Western Indonesian time. The Reds played dominantly in the first half, putting all pressure on Los Blancos. Instead of scoring a goal, Liverpool almost pulled behind before halftime. Karim Benzema was able to steer Liverpool's goal, but the goal was disallowed because it offside. The second half belongs to Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti men were able to seize the moment, attack Real Madrid 1 and Liverpool 0 out through Vinicius Junior in the 59th minute. This goal made the duel even more exciting. Madrid did not play defensive, and Liverpool very aggressive in attacking until they were able to create golden opportunity. But Thibaut Courtois is brilliant. There are no additional goals until the match in finishes. Real Madrid ended as Champions League 2021 and 2022 Champions League. This 14 Champions League title for Real Madrid. Madrid also won the previous title when the Liverpool 2002 teams have met total 3 times in the Champions League final. Liverpool won first meeting which took place in the 1980 and 1981 season. When competing at the prize, the Reds won thanks to a goal from Ali Kendi. Madrid the response in 2018 when competing the NSC Olympic Stadium, Kiev, Ukraine. Los Merguez won with a final score Real Madrid 3 and NSC 1. Thank you for listening to the news this morning. I am Fandi Nugroho from Mola TV. For attention, thank you.
Hello, good morning. Now you are watching Gardu News on 7 April 2024, which will provide the latest news update around the world with me, Jackie. One village was buried under the ground due to a landslide that occurred in Bangkalan village, Serasan District, Natuna Regency, Riau, Island Kepri on Monday, 6 March. As a result of the rain falling non-stop, a massive landslide occurred in Bangkalan village, Kampung Genting, covering houses and roads in the Molon area, said Johan Wahyudi, a resident of Bangkalan village, via a short message received in Natuna Monday, 6 March. Johan suspects that based on the conditions that occurred, it is certain that there will be casualties, but the number cannot be confirmed because they are still buried by landslide material. They are definitely victims, but we don't know how many there are. Potentially tens of people. The signal is totally dead.
The electric is totally dead. I got this signal from Panjang Island. He said as quotes by Antara. Meanwhile, the three villages in the area around the landslide have evacuated to safer place. Because further landslides are still occurring, residents who were displaced include Kampung Genting, Air Raya, and Kampung Erskine. Will the latest update from Riau as the end of today's edition. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.
Good morning viewers, come back to Gilang Hazar versus Indonesia. Indonesia beat chance is the Asian Cup with the best 3 position. The Indonesian national team was escorted to IM Fortis, was in Group D of the Asian Cup event 2. They lost the last 3 matches. This was coffee by national football of Sefer Muhammad Kusnaini. I did 3 is nothing wrong with casing. The champion is runner-up. Position is Group D of the Asian Cup. However, this is not crossing realities not at this time. The result is that Indonesia did not move against the team ranked in FIFA Libya. Even though often the will face in the Asian Cup are all in the top in the world. Japan is team ranked in FIFA. The Iraq is ranked. Will Vietnam is ranked. Indonesia is in position. The defeat to Iran show that the Indonesia national team still need a lot of improvement ahead of the Asian Cup. Stay tuned for the next update. Gilang Hazar Kurniadi. Good morning and thank you.
Good morning everyone. I am Ari Gilang from Detik Jabar. I will bring you news about the latest news that has just occurred regarding the earthquake in Sumedang. Sumedang Regency was rocked by an earthquake with a magnitude of 3.1 on Monday, January 8, 2024. Afternoon at 2 minutes past 2 Western Indonesian time. The result of BMKG analysis show that this tectonic earthquake was located coordinate 6.1 south latitude and 107.95 as located on land at distance of 6 km northeast of Sumedang Regency, West Java at a depth of 7 km. This event adds to the record of earthquakes that occurring in early 2024 in Sumedang Regency. It was recorded from 31 December 2023 to 8 January 2024, 11 minutes past 14. BMKG monitoring result show the 20 earthquake activities had occurred in the Sumedang area. Head of BMKG Region 2 Tangerang Hartono in a statement received by Detik Jabar said that by paying attention to the location of the epicenter and the depth of the epicenter, the earthquake was a type of shallow earthquake caused by the activity of the Sumedang fault. The impact of the earthquake was felt in the Cimalaka and North Sumedang areas with an intensive scale of 2 to 3 mm or was only felt by a few people like objects were hanging. However, until now there have been no reports of damage to building as a result of the earthquake. The public is advised to remain calm and react the infused be issue where truth cannot be justified, continued Hartono. BMKG also appealed to the public to monitor the Official information only come from BMKG, which is disseminated through verified official communication channels. I am Arya Gilang from the 2nd of West Detik Jabar. Thank you. You safe and alert.
Good afternoon, viewers. Come back with me, Fabian Navarrete, on Net TV. Two people died while four others were wounded in a landslide at a yard behind a house near Taling Market in Bukit Tinggi, West Sumatera on Thursday. Killed were 3 years old Yusuf, who was the son of kiosk owner at the market, Bujang, and 22-year-old Meli, who was a visitor to the market. The injured were rushed to the Ahmad Mujtar and Yarsi Hospital. Bukit Tinggi Deputy Mayor Ismet Hamzi said Thursday it was suspect the recent heavy rainfall had caused the landslide. Stay tuned for the next update on Net TV in an hour. I have a very good afternoon and goodbye.
Good morning, viewers. Come back with me, Abdan Syakirin on CNN Indonesia. Search and rescue operations are still underway to find 16 people missing after the eruption of Java's Mount Semeru. The death toll from the eruption on Saturday of the highest volcano on Indonesia's Java Island has risen to at least 34. Local officials said and rescue operations are still underway. Mount Semeru in the Lumajang district of East Java province spewed thick columns of ash more than 12,000 meters into the sky, with searing gas and lava following down its slopes after the sudden eruption. The disaster left entire streets filled with mud and ash, swallowing homes and vehicles in several villages. So far, 34 people have died and 16 are still being searched for. Wayan Suyatna, head of the local search and rescue agency, told state media on Tuesday, raising an aerial death toll of 14. He added that nearly 3,700 people have been evacuated from the affected area. Rescuers have been battling dangerous conditions since the eruption, searching for survivors and bodies in the volcanic debris, wrecked buildings and destroyed vessels. Search crews deployed dogs on Tuesday to aid the operation. Mount Semeru has remained active since Saturday, with small eruption keeping emergency workers and residents on edge. On Tuesday, there were 3 small eruptions expiring as about a kilometer, 3,300 feet into the sky. Authorities said officials have advised locals not to travel within 5 kilometers of Semeru's crater, as the nearby air is highly polluted and could affect vulnerable groups. Stay tuned for the next update on Net TV in an hour. Goodbye.